Pause. Good morning. This is Afi Kingdom, Coffee with a King. I need you guys, put one in the chat, put fire signs in the chat. We're going to play the song. Y'all going to like the video, and we're going to have a boss-ass interview, and we're going to have a super chat party. Let's see how long it takes for it to take, because we're going to have a fun show tonight for y'all. So I'm going to play this track and get y'all cats ready.
This morning, I had a customer call me, said he wanted to sell some converters, and I said, yeah, that's what's up, but I mean, when you trying to sell it? He said, right now, if I can. I'm like, alright. I woke up this morning feeling like a boss, and if you ain't selling to me, you ain't afraid to take a loss, player. 2 cell phones and both of them cost. Then I went and got a third and hit my mans with the toss. Running numbers up, I hear it's like lacrosse, but I know that's not your sport, so let me hezzy, then I cross. Got a new customer, he said he liked the sauce, so I cooked him something special, then he told me thank you, boss. If you feel the same, and everybody say they feel the same, then why y'all ain't getting paid? Then why y'all ain't getting paid? Cause if you feel the same, and everybody said they feel the same, and I said we all get paid, then I said we all get paid. It's convert the conversation, convert the conversation, convert the conversation. It's convert the conversation, convert the conversation. To the price that's sweet when you talk to me, wanna sell to me, wanna sell to me. Convert the conversation, convert the conversation, convert the conversation. It's convert the conversation, convert the conversation. To the price that's sweet when you talk to me, wanna sell to me, wanna sell to me. Oh, you, them prices true. You can call my bluff, go ahead and bring them through. It's a long way up, but I'm trying to see the view. So the moral of this story is I'm trying to buy a few. You've been so patient, and that patience is a virtue. Had you running home with money like you trying to catch a curfew. And that's for certain, like they promise certainties. But you can call me with some value, and I'll give you what you need. This my symphony for sellers, my junkyard dwellers, my jacking up them cars, he got a sawzall, fellas. This my symphony for sellers, my junkyard dwellers, my jacking up them cars, he got a sawzall, fellas. It's a convert the conversation, convert the conversation, convert the conversation. It's convert the conversation, convert the conversation. To the price that's sweet when you talk to me, wanna sell to me, wanna sell to me. Convert the conversation, convert the conversation, convert the conversation. It's convert the conversation, convert the conversation. To the price that's sweet when you talk to me, wanna sell to me, wanna sell to me.
Yo, what up, what up, what up? Let me do a quick roll call. Oh, shit. What happened?
We got him back in.
What up? Unique, what up? Alpha Brick, what up? Jonathan, ALC, Rob Parks, what's going on, bro, in the morning? Coach Michael, what's up? Trina, what's going on, baby? Was Trina want to leave me a super chat and buy a book? Go ahead, do it right now before we start the show. Start your day. Get that book. Tisha, what's going on, beautiful? Benzino, what up? Song is fire. Everything is fire around here, baby. You already know. So, what's going on, everybody?
Good morning, good morning. Peace, peace, peace. KPs, GTs. We got a special one today. Epps, what's good, my G? Good morning.
Good morning, Kings. How you guys doing?
Good, man. Everybody's good on this good Thursday. So today, if you guys don't know, DJ Epps is a real famous DJ, and he gets it popping. And not only that, with that comes a lot of status and just stuff like that you see. And he lives in Miami, so he sees like
everything.
Everything. Yeah. So get it. So get it, guys. I'm gonna put the focus on you, and then just tell the people real quick, shortly, like who you are, what you about, and where you started from, and where you at now, and then we'll just flow off of that. But let me get your feature in real quick. You could just flow for a minute and tell these people.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the world famous DJ Epps from Miami, Florida, raised and born in New York City. Nowadays they consider me an influencer, but at the same time, I am that, king of all king DJs. I am that guy. Don't get it twisted. I help rock parties all around the world. I break a lot of indie artists, label music. I have my own platform that exposes me and everything I touch. I will get to that in a little bit. And at the same time, just trying to be a humble husband and a father.
That's what's up. A humble husband. How is it being a husband in the entertainment industry when there's a lot of funny stuff going on?
Before it was cool, you know what I mean? And when I say before, my younger age, it's definitely cool. But nowadays, it's way different. You know what I mean? Being out in the public's eye, being that top guy, seems like last minute some people want to throw shade in your way. They want to put dirt in your name. They want to, and I guess that comes with the territory. You popping, people don't want to see you elevate. They don't want to see you go to that extent. AV sometimes says it. People want you at, the same level of their misery. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It's crazy nowadays, but thank God I'm a strong guy, and I ignore all of those, whack stuff, false stuff, and unnecessary stuff. So.
Let me piggyback on what Epps just said, because I know him. For those of you who don't know, I go by the name of AV Alpha Villians. I'm a regular, so first things first, I always say thank you to Afi. Thank you for allowing us on your platform, my G. But just to piggyback on what Epps said, Epps is different. Afi asked, what is it like? You know what I mean? Epps is in a long-term relationship, in the music industry, in the entertainment industry, period, where there's a lot of funny shit going on. You know what I mean? There's a lot of shit that's not really what it is. There's a lot of women, there's a lot of temptation, there's a lot of different things. And Epps said, thank God he's a strong man, because it really takes a strong man to not only be able to juggle the other side, which is the entertainment world, and manage a household with his kids and his wifey and shit. And when you in the public eye, when you elevating, they coming at you. You know what I'm saying? They coming at you hard. But luckily with platforms like Afi, my alliances on this side of town, hopefully we going to bring the alliance from this side of town to your side of town. So, because again, for me, I'm always promoting building together as men. So because again, all three of us on this platform, don't get it twisted. Not only are we going to have a super chat party, but we going to elevate. This is the year. I said it last year. Don't get it fucked up. So at the end of the day, there's going to be more fire thrown at us, but together we can handle it. You know what I mean? So it is what it is.
Definitely.
So how long have you been married, bro?
Over 20 years. Might be 23 years.
Good. So that means your wife was around
from the beginning.
The whole journey?
She was there from the beginning. The minute I had started back in the days, a party called Sugar Shack, she was one of the young ones. We was all in high school. She was one of the young ones walking out the club, and I just, stared at her and walked her to her car, bought her a Coke or a Sunkiss, whichever it was, and walk her and her sister to the car. And from there, she's been with me ever since. So she's seen everything. She knows everything.
I got a question even for myself, because I'm trying to figure this out myself. Like, how do you? Because it's kind of a thing. Like me, I always been a player and had chicks and shit like that, right? So it's kind of different when you internationally known. It's a different vibe. Like, chicks thought I was cute, like my beard, like the 360 wave and shit. So it's totally different when you got chicks in Europe saying they like your beard, and then you got a chick from Ghana say that you like she wake up to your videos. It's different, bro. How do you do it? Like, how is it? Because see, I think it's different when if I was already doing something and I met someone now not now, but I'm just saying like my final place where I see myself there, and I meet them then, and I'm kind of already figuring it out. But just juggling the relationship and the grind, because I find myself, I'm like, damn, bro. If I wanted to have a cold relationship, I don't know if I could have one because this YouTube stuff is demanding. And on top of that, you know, a lot of the guys do YouTube, but I do YouTube and I can do a lot of consulting. So that basically means that my life is on a 24-hour clock. When somebody email me, I got like my shit starts early in the morning, and you know, it's like a woman don't understand it. Like, you know, a woman will see me and AV on the show and we're laughing and we're reviewing videos and they be thinking, no, that's just a good old time. That ain't shit. No, it's a whole lot of shit. So how do you like balance the grind and growing up into your field and becoming that man of stature and still be able to let your wife know that she's special and let her know that these girls don't
Great
mean
question.
because it's like she sees the whole growth. She's here the whole time. So it's not like you're DJ Epps and you met a baddie one that when you was DJ, it's different because she's seeing
Facts.
from when you were just Epps. Like, how does that work, bro?
Afi, the way I balance that out with internationally being known and handling my marriage. Okay, for example, back in the days, back in the days, I spent at least a good 10 years monthly, if not every other month, going back to Europe, going to Germany, Italy, Switzerland, all these types of country. And yeah, the ladies were tempting and they were looking at me like fresh meat, fresh American meat at that. You know what I mean? So when I was younger, I thought differently and I was doing stuff that I wasn't supposed to do, such as cheating on my wife. And I'll be honest with you, I did that. But I was smart enough to do that way over there.
Mm-hmm.
To do it in my own home, what's that saying? You don't shit where you eat.
Right.
I can't do that here in Miami because I don't know if Afi, you know how big or small Miami, but maybe to me and AV, Miami is the size of a Cheerio.
Well, you can't go nowhere, my nigga.
You know what I mean? So the minute I do something foul in my city, it's gonna be known, it's gonna be heard, it's gonna be told, and it's gonna get back to my wife. And that's why till this day, and I look at my wife, hey, you gotta give me a little props. You can never ever pull out a name and said, yo, you did something with that person. And the other day, we was in therapy and they asked her, yo, I understand infidelity, but what has he done for you to feel like, what have you caught him in? She couldn't answer it. She couldn't answer it. But I'll tell my wife, yeah, back in the days, I would do things over there so it doesn't come back over here. A girl over there would have to do a lot to get to my wife's ears to let her know that what we was doing. And then another thing too, how we say it, we're gonna keep it 100, we're gonna keep it $100. I was fucking these hoes. I was not having no type of relationship. I was not taking them to movies.
Let's talk about it. Let's do it then. I wasn't gonna take it all air like that with you. If you want to open the door about fucking the hoes, let's
I was fucking them. I was giving them straight penis. There was no movies, there was no dinner time, there was none of that stuff, man. The most I would do is I would sit down and I would listen to your probably sob story or whatever story, but that was about it. But at the end of the day, I would do that over there. And even then, there came to a time that I was like, I need to stop. I need to stop doing it. It's not doing me no justice. It's not, helping me. Only thing it's doing is just making me nut, and that's about it. That's it. So, and for my wife, it's scary for her because she's 12 hours away. It's not like she could get in the car and go try to see if I'm cheating. You know what I mean? So it's mind-bothering to her. I get it. You know what I mean? But I tried to make it as comfortable as much as possible for her. Every time I come out the club, I would call her. You know what I mean? I would do stuff to make sure she would feel comfortable. But at the same time, Afi, don't get it twisted. There was times that I was put in positions that, it's hard for me to explain. But there's just some things I couldn't do to let my wife know that I'm okay or I'm safe, I'm sound. You know, going to third world countries like Nicaragua, I remember there's no phone action over there.
Panama,
there's internet situations over there. So I find myself in a hotel not really making outside calls. And my wife would be like, why didn't you call me that night? You know what I mean? And it's a fucked up situation, but it is what it is. And I would just hope she would believe me. And one of the reasons how I would make her believe me, I took her to Nicaragua with me. We do what we do. We take some Nicaraguan bitches back to the hotel. We'll fuck them. We'll do what we got to do. But guess what? Baby, go call your mom and make sure she's all right. I do that on purpose. Go call your mom to make sure you're all right in Nicaragua. And she'll go try calling and find out she can't call to the U.S. She can't reach her mom at the moment for some reason, internet, whatever. And she finds out I was telling the truth. You know what I mean? So, you know, I have to do certain things to balance it out to show my innocence. Go ahead.
Let me say
real quick. Just go ahead, Alpha. I think that's one of the most annoying things for dudes. You get a reputation to something, right? And then women be thinking you're doing shit all the time, and they think they know and they don't know. That's one of my pet peeves, bro. I can be out here playing all types of chicks, and I don't like getting accused of shit that I ain't doing, and that's the most annoying thing.
Afi, I'm going through that right now as we speak. Yes, I'm a relevant DJ from the 90s. I'm still killing it out here. None of these DJs could do what I do, how I handle my family and my business. They can't do it. Fact. There's only a couple of DJs, and I salute them. You know,
handful, word.
Yeah. But I dare a DJ to walk in my shoes and put that pressure on their heart, on their back. Now, like I said, I'm going through that right now as we speak. I got the hottest strip club party in Miami on a Monday night. Afi, I'm in there every Monday, holding it down. I get there at midnight, count my money by 4 o'clock in the morning, leave my money at the club. So some of y'all listening, don't try to run up on me because I ain't gonna have it.
Word.
You know, and leave it there at the club, and I'll be home by 4:30. Now understand, I said strip clubs. So guess what? There's a lot of women out there, maybe even guys, parents, that side of the family, whoever. They're already in their mind, oh, he fucking some of them hoes. Or he flirting with some of them hoes. Or he's doing something with some of them hoes. My wife, till this day, thinks I'm probably doing something with somebody in that building on a Monday night. What can I do? I'm getting money on a Monday night. I can't, if you can't trust me, if you can't see what I'm doing out here, if you can't come with me to see what I'm doing, then I can't help your dirty, nasty thoughts.
Yo,
now, go ahead, Davey.
Nah. You said so much, and I didn't mean this because you were flowing. But I want to touch on two things you said. First things first, so let's rewind a little bit. Mm-hmm. I applaud you. You know what I'm saying? That takes a real man to kind of air out his past and and talk about some personal things that you and your wife went through. Because an outsider, somebody outside looking in 2020, you saying, what? You were married for 20 years in this day and age, and y'all claiming to be perfect? They're not the Cosbys. Nobody is. So the fact that you said that, you mentioned that you're going to therapy, you mentioned that you've had some infidelity, weak moments, because we all have. Let's not get it fucked up. We're human. But your perspective has changed into being more of a man. So now what's important to you is your passion and your legacy, what you're going to leave your kids behind and your wifey. And I want to say something to everybody else that's listening in this sphere. You also said there are certain things that you do to offset your wife's insecurities. Because check this, my G, even if you don't have status, the blue checkmark, you're not a DJ, if you a smooth nigga, you got game and shit, and you with a bro, she always gonna think you doing something if you're not calling her back or you're not on your phone. Because at the end of the day, a man should be on his purpose. He should be busy focusing on what the fuck he needs to do. So if a nigga got game, he's always gonna be accused. And on the flip side of that, a woman, they're not gonna want you to notice. This is what we do here. a woman that has some type of anxiety about you is a good thing as long as you don't abuse it, because they're always going to want to have that competitive spirit, that competition anxiety, to try to make sure that they are the center of your world. You know what I'm saying? So, and lastly, you know, talking about the strip club and shit like that, if a woman is worth it, she put in the work, she put in the time, she supports her king, there's nothing wrong with making her feel comfortable when you out there in the streets getting money. So Epps calling his girl, bringing her out there because she earned it. Epps ain't doing no simp shit just to make, because all women are insecure. We know that. But Epps ain't gonna make a woman feel secure if it's not worth it, because it takes time and energy to make a broad secure, no matter how long you were with her. It takes time. And Afi said it. He says, yo, that's the most annoying thing, to get accused and just chastised for some shit because you busy trying to build an empire. So that's a very difficult task. So shout out to Claudia, because I know she supports you, and despite the rough waters, y'all still grinding like we all are.
Yeah, man. And big shout out to her, man. And she's a tough cookie. She's a tough. And
She
when I
gotta
say
be.
tough, when I say a tough cookie from
She gotta
Empire
be.
type shit.
Word.
But you know, she and if she wanted to leave, she would have bounced. You know what I mean? So I have to continue making her comfortable. I have to continue showing her that it's all about her. But going back into that club situation, and no, I'm not afraid to talk about my past. No, I'm not afraid to talk about what happened to me, because at the end of the day, you know, and some people would tell me, Epps, stop posting your business. You know, first of all, you know, if I post my business, it's because I want to. First off,
So the
two,
man
I'm not
does.
a that's what a man does. And two, I'm not afraid to let people know what I'm going through, because at the end of the day, thirdly, I would like to send this message out so the next man don't go through this bullshit.
Bomb.
You know what I mean?
That's what we doing.
So if I'm at a strip club, what's the worst thing that you could think that I could imagine happen to a good nigga that works at a strip club, but you know, he's the humble guy, he's the top guy, he's a good guy, but he works at a strip club. Like, what do you think the worst could happen to that person?
Well, that's why Afi came up with the title. Afi came up with the title saying, what really happens in the clubs, the strip clubs in Miami? What really happens in the VIP room? Because you are behind the curtain. Me and Afi on this side of the street, we can assume we know niggas and shit, so we kind of have behind the scenes, but you right in the middle of the shit. So anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you a target, you popping, you the hottest DJ, you got the hottest parties. So, of course, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? So that's why Afi came up with that title, What Really Happens, because he and I want to know. People, all his listeners want to know what the fuck really goes on. Is because a lot of times, a lot of young people and women in particular, they get intrigued and they get really flabbergasted by the allure and appearance of what really goes on in the club. But a lot of them don't talk about the bad shit that goes on in the club. You know what I mean? All the dirty shit that goes on in the club. You know what I'm saying? So this is why we wanted to, you know, Afi agreed to bring you on as well, because we want you to kind of shed some light about what really goes on versus what we think goes on. So that way niggas know that it's all smoke and mirrors sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
What goes on? Well, before we talk about what literally goes on in that VIP, when you say VIP room, we're talking about that boom boom room that you know, that one girl walks you in the back and you go do your thing. Before we go in there, I'm gonna tell you what recently happened to me in the regular room, in that club. First of all, I don't drink. I'll have an occasional drink here and there. You know what I mean? If I know a celebrity's in the building and he offers me a drink, I'm gonna take a shot with that celebrity out of respect. Yeah, I'll take a shot with my wife at home. But I learned to no longer drink no more at all. Don't take no drink from nobody, no nothing. So can you imagine where I'm going with this, Hafi?
Mm-hmm. Yep, but I want you to tell them.
So last year, somebody offered me a drink, female, and didn't think nothing of it, took the drink. Before that drink came over, this person doesn't come to my party. Now, mind you, I said I had the hottest party on a Monday night in South Florida, hands down. So this individual contacts me on Instagram and tells me, I would like to come check out your party, da-da-da-da. Can you put me on the guest list? No problem. She came, had a great time. I offered her a drink. That's what I do to most of my guests. Give them a drink, have a great time, da-da-da, move on. Later on that night, and I end up remembering this later on in life, that this person offered me a drink, and that same night, a lot of people told me I was off. They told me I was off on my mixing. They told me I was off in my performance. Later on in that night, the management at the club recognized I was off. Certain things happened. A lot of things happened, and everybody noticed I was off. And as I'm leaving this venue to go to the club, I noticed this individual sitting in the parking lot on top of the parking stool and playing a role of the Uber is not coming, or her app is fucked up, her phone is fucked up, whatever. After that, I don't remember nothing. So what I was being told and all the evidence that I gathered up, seems like I offered this person a ride home. I have my wife's car. So one rule that any man should have is don't put another female in your wife's car. So if I offered this person a ride home, seems like I put this person in the car. After a while, it comes out to be excuse me. A week and a half later, this person ends up back in my DM applying a positive DNA test of me being the father of her child. That was an eye raiser that something is definitely up. Something went wrong. Something happened to me that week. That week I was all fucked up. I remember it clearly that I stayed in my room, I stayed in my bed. Wife even told me my eyes were dilated, and something was off with me that whole week. So while this person is giving me this foul information, of course I'm panicking, I'm hurting, I'm wondering how the fuck did this happen? And later on, a month later, as I'm still trying to figure it out, I don't know how this individual got a hold of my wife's phone number and decides to tell my wife what was going on. So after that, Afi, AV, you could just imagine everything just went fucked up.
Real quick, let me shout out Unique for the super chat, showing support to my fantastic panel. Salute. Come on, y'all get us some fire game, bro. Y'all gotta make some donations, you cheap ass motherfuckers.
Word. Unique.
Y'all here exposing this whole shit, niggas. Goddamn, bro. Y'all don't understand this shit.
So yeah,
this one thing I want to say real quick though, for you guys who want relationships, and I really want to talk to you ladies too. You gotta see the end game, because obviously his woman is strong. So what's gonna happen is women will look at your relationship and be like, oh my God, they've been together for 30 years and like it's just cherries, bro. Don't you realize, women, when you mess with a high value man, it's gonna be ups and downs. It's not gonna be all about you and then he just builds and shit. It don't work like that. Y'all gonna have some offs and some ons. You gotta be dedicated to your man if that's what you want. A lot of you chicks ain't dedicated to your man. What you're dedicated to is happiness that you feel your man provides for you. That again, a lot of women are they subscribe to the happiness that their man provides. It's bars, niggas.
Let's go, Ghost Gang.
So soon as you're not providing that value, they want to cancel their subscription, right?
See,
but it don't go like that, right? You can't be. I'm 20,000 subscribers. You can't unsubscribe with me right now because I talked about something you don't like. But then when I get 100,000 subscribers, you want to resubscribe.
You gotta do the
fake shit,
work.
man. Support all the way, 100% support. If you know how to tip, if you know how to support, even when in Instagram, I said the same thing, man. Just send me a badge. Send me a badge if you like what you see. Support. So yeah, Afi, I agree.
Thanks. Shout out to Financial Isms. You know, I already know I played your hit in the beginning. Thank you for that super chat. We did start the show with converted conversations. We did do that. You missed it.
No doubt. Salute, my G. Yo, Afi was spitting something that we do. Allegedly, Afi got a ghostwriter. So when he starts spitting some crazy shit, they don't believe that it could possibly be coming out of him. So let me just piggyback on what Afi just said real quick. And what you said, Epps. So what Epps last left off and shit, some broad saw Epps as a high value man, which he is, and saw a bag. She saw a bag. She gave you a drink. She plotted it out, right? She did some Cardi B shit. She plotted alleged Cardi B shit. She plotted you out to try to break up a happy home. So now that shit went left. And what Afi's saying
not
sorry,
not to interrupt. Not to only break up a happy home, but I come to realize to clean up the fucked up shit she done in the past. And not only that, I come to find out she was getting kicked out of her house. So she was looking for money.
She was looking for the bag. And basically, in a nutshell, what Afi is saying is a lot of women are under the impression that a man is supposed to provide happiness based on a false pretense, based on something they see on the movies. But it's not all cherries. It's bumps and it's you got to stand by your man if you want that man. And if you see potential in that man, don't be combative. Be conducive to what he's trying to do, and he will reward you, like Epps did, like Afi and I talk about and shit. We don't hate women, but we want to make sure that you guys understand what it takes to be with an Afi. Afi is on call. Yo, let me tell you something. Afi's on the West Coast right now. He got a 9 to 5. He got consultation. He's doing all types of shit. He looks groomed. He's still funny. He's still pleasant. This shit takes work, and it takes a special woman to be able to understand and see the vision that he's creating. And if indeed she does play her role, she will get the rewards at the end. But if you ain't with us at 20, don't come to us at 100. You know what I'm saying? 100,000 followers.
You know where the key is? See, this is the key. Women want you to tell them that they're going to get the reward. See, I can do that, but that's not as valuable as you seeing the value about in me and sticking around for it. Because obviously, if I tell you, hey, if you stick around 2 more years, I'm gonna have $1 million. I'm gonna do. Yeah, of course she's gonna stick around to see. It's the same thing. Let's just think about like Janet Jackson. They got married and shit. She got married to the foreign guy, and then they had that clause. And as soon as that clause was up, they got divorced. So she was sitting in that thing waiting for that payoff. You know what I'm saying? So you cannot. So some dudes, they try to bait the chick and like, oh, it's gonna come. Like they gotta see it. I mean, you can tell them, but don't spend your time trying to convince. Hey, just stick down. Because guess what? There's women that you don't have to convince that see it already. And real quick, shout out to Trina for the super chat. We gonna have a super chat party, baby, for you, just because. Yeah. So hold on. Let me appreciate that super chat. Real quick, let me appreciate and put some respect on the chat's name real quick.
Peace, Trini.
It's a super chat party. Super chat party.
Yo, we appreciate the support, man. Thank you.
Let's go.
This is different from my IG live. This is fun.
Nah, no doubt. This is what it is, bro. But yeah, so finish the story, my G. So basically, you know what I mean? Once the news came out, wifey found out about it. What happened?
You know, man, a lot happened. Of course, there's a lot of madness. There's a lot of not trusting me. It's a lot of everything that you could think of could happen in that situation. Now, one thing I couldn't allow is anybody to break up my home. If my home is gonna be broken up, it has to be on my time, on my fault, my thing.
Your turn.
You know what I mean?
Your turn.
Yeah, my turn. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Thank you. And I cannot allow none of that fuckery to stop my marriage or anything. So guess what? I had to show wifey that this was not what you think it is. Now, if something had happened, like I told her, I totally apologize. That girl could have had a time of my life, her life with me. You know what I mean? I could have gave her the business.
Go ahead, my G. Go ahead.
But you know, I don't know. If I don't remember, I can't sit here and tell you, yeah, I beat that pussy up. I can't tell you the smell of a pussy. I can't tell you the color of her panties. I can't tell you if I had a boner or not. I can't tell you none of these things because I don't recollect. I'm not hiding nothing. I just don't remember. But do I recognize that something happened? Yeah, something had happened. Is there evidence of is there evidence of extortions and court cases and somebody asking me for money and all types of damn, I ain't shaved. My bad about that.
You good, my G?
All types of evidence of somebody trying to get at me. Yeah, there is. And if somebody didn't see that, recognize that, and you just want to stay faulting me of what I did, I get it, but
you know,
I'm not gonna allow it.
That's good. Let me say this real quick.
Shout out to Big Bro LDA. What's going on, Big Bro?
Peace, LDA. Salute, my G. Yo, let me say this real quick. As a man, to kind of give context to the audience, what Epps is describing is something that a lot of people don't have the balls to share, number one. Number two, a lot of people don't have the tenacity and grit to survive. We are all in survival mode here. The three of us on our own accord, we all in survival mode. We still doing damage control. I always say this, episode may not know, but Afi channel got shut down. He's got almost 21,000 subscribers. His channel got shut down, and he had to overcome that on his own. Nobody helped him. He had to get out of his shit and come. You getting that exposure, that negative exposure, kind of breaking him. You had to come out of it. So everyone who's listening, as a man, it's very important to understand that nobody is safe from adversity. What separates you from the normal people is how you handle the adversity. So Epps saying that he's got his due diligence. He's got to prove to his wife. He's got to prove to his fans. He's got to prove that, again, he said he's a 90s DJ that's still relevant today. That shit takes work. So at the end of the day, bro, in summation to what Epps is going through and shit, you know what I mean? And it's still something that we all continue to learn from. You have to make sure that you understand who you are, work on something that you feel is worth working on, and don't stop until you feel comfortable in where you're at and where you want to be.
Now, did my wife went and did something, rational after that? I don't blame her, by all means, But now, and thank God that was last year. But now it's like, you got to move forward. You got to put all that negativity and all that harsh shit that happened to you in the past. And I'm still feeling it. Don't get it twisted. I'm still feeling it. And but I'm not going to let it take over me. So, being strong and being a high profile person and trying to do all of that together, it's very, 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 very hard. And I thank you guys for letting me come up in here talking about it, because at the end of the day, a DJ like me, yeah, we have tons of people we know, but how many people are friends, real friends, that check up on you when you're going through tough times like this or such and such? I could count in this one hand. Afi, that situation that happened to me, I had to block and cancel at least 10 to 15 people. 10 to 15 people that did not, that didn't fuck with me. They showed their true colors.
Facts.
I even felt that, bro, when my channel got deleted. See, like right now we're doing an interview, right? So, but the thing about me is, like, I did a lot of people's, like, Fit, Steph, just a lot of guys, like, so guys, they didn't reach out towards that point. I'm cool on it, bro. Like, I don't expect for you to save me, but at least be like, damn, bro, what the fuck happened?
Or are you good? Are you all right? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm
Check
saying?
up.
Like, I only been doing this shit for 3 years, and I let y'all niggas rock on my shit 10 deep every weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So now
And
y'all quiet. Now it's just whatever. All right, that's cool.
right.
Whatever.
And, you know, yeah, and let me say this, because again, there's a lot of people secret watching. Let's get the likes up too. Let's not get it twisted. Let's have another super chat party, because what y'all hearing is game that you're gonna need to hear and apply one day. Y'all niggas want to hear about what's happening in the news and shit, about bitches and shit. What's happening, what's being exposed, what's being discussed right now is man shit. And eventually you guys are gonna have to press the rewind and listen to this shit and say, oh shit. Let me tell y'all something. Get the likes up. Number two, we not crying about who didn't come rescue us. We not crying about who our real friends are. What we're
Not at
saying
all.
is it is okay to realize that you may not be rolling as deep as you thought. It's okay to know that, oh shit, my family ain't shit because they not fucking with me because they don't care. It's okay because you see the three of us, and we are a reflection of a lot of people that don't have the balls to admit it, that it's a struggle every day, but heavy lies the crown. It ain't called Afi Kingdom for nothing. Niggas that's on here are kings either now or they're gonna be. So everybody that's listening right now, don't get it fucked up, B. Again, I said this shit last year and I stand by it. We're gonna win. You want to know why we're gonna win? Because we are successful. And when real successful people want others to win. People, crabs in the buckets don't. And we're not fucking with y'all. And y'all gonna see us and we're gonna keep it, because I'm gonna keep getting on your nerves. I'm gonna keep screaming on the mic. Epps is going to have the hottest shows on IG, nigga. And I am coming out with some content too. Don't get it fucked up. So I just wanted to say that.
It's the power of networking. Because guess what? See, DJ Epps, if you need some marriage and consulting, $250 credit right there. You can get it for free.
Yeah, there you go.
Word, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, because that's what Afi does. And that's the thing. He's a real one. He let a lot of...
They're doing construction, so I can hear y'all muting. I know it's kind of loud. They doing
Now
construction.
you go, my G. Nah, so what I'm saying is this is what we talking about, Epps. You know what I'm saying? Like, we outlets like this, it's important for us to talk. You know what I'm saying? Because the transparency that you're allowing people to see, to hear, shows that you're human. And that human side is going to allow people to connect with you even more. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. So let me ask you this, Epps.
Go ahead and let me see if I can try to distort some of this noise, because it's getting louder and louder.
All right, my G. Yo, Epps, let me ask you something. So for people that want to know, you got the hot. Let's talk about your affiliations too. I know you do some shit. Let's talk about your show on the weeknight. You got a show live on IG. Talk about that.
You know, throughout the pandemic, I figured out to create a online show for Instagram, where I get to DJ, expose my talent, play music that everybody loves.
Remind niggas of what it is.
Yeah. And also play new music from indie artists, indie labels, which they are very, very appreciative, because they have no outlets of playing new music. So if you are,
how can they get to you? Let's say an artist.
You could easily get. I'll leave my email here, teamepspromo@gmail.com. I'll type it in a few minutes. teamepspromo@gmail.com. I'm heavily on my DM in Instagram, so you can contact me through there if you want me to play your music. You want me to break your music. A lot of DJs tend to just push play, but I break it. You know what I mean? I break it to a point that people remember it the next morning, or they humming it. And they, that's what's the difference of playing it and breaking it. So, shout to MP3 Wax. They helped me, funnel a lot of these artists and indie labels, as well as Breaker. You know what I mean? I partnered up with Breaker. So you could submit to Breaker, or you could submit to me personally. And if you have Stripe, if you have Cash App, Venmo, all of these types of payments work. And we could break your music and put it out there in front of thousands. If you go on my live Monday to Friday, 10 o'clock, you see we have, over 1,000, maybe 2,000 in our live partying with us for that 1 hour. Friday nights, we do 2 hours, you know what I mean? So you could definitely check me Monday to Friday, DJ Epps and Friends, 10 o'clock Eastern time, on my IG Live. And now we are converted to play on YouTube Live, Facebook Live, Periscope, Twitch, and Clubhouse as well.
So you got a YouTube channel too, right?
Yes, DJ Epps #1, DJ Epps 1.
DJ Epps 1. Let me ask you this. So we really want to get to now that the world knows you on this side of town. What the fuck is going on in the clubs? Afi, what's really going on in the boom boom room and all that shit? We know.
I know. I
We can't hear
definitely know.
Hold on.
I definitely
Do all
know.
women got a price?
Oh, my nigga.
Yeah, from my understanding, it's $40.
Damn.
Nah, what he's saying though.
I was there. I mean, I know I had a price. I thought it was a little higher than that.
Yeah, you got his word. Now we don't want it. Nah, but what Afi's saying is the women, you see it, you in the clubs. What is it? What? Because again, we talk about in this sphere, we talk about high value, we talk about appearances, we talk about bottles and shit like that. So what Afi's saying, do women have a price? What do you see from the turntables and shit? What do you see that women gravitate to? What type of men do women gravitate to? And what about the men that ain't popping bottles? How do those niggas move based on the crowd that you see that get the most bitches? What would you say in your perception?
I'm glad you said that, because nowadays in COVID, my COVID rules of coming to my party now, you can't just come and just buy a drink. You can't just come get some chicken wings. You can't just come stand by the bar. Nah, you got to buy a table. You got to buy a bottle, because we need to make room for spenders. You know what I mean? No, $5. I need a Corona, and you're going to chill at the bar and look at ass and not get none of. We done stopped that. And I have to thank COVID for that, because we make more money that way. So I'm gonna give you two different situations. Now, for those that that used to come in there, you know, just hang out, not really spending money and all that stuff. You know, these guys, you could tell that they might have had an argument with their wives or girlfriends or whatever. They just want to step out. Now, for the women that notice that, they're not really here to hear your sob story. They're not there to. they don't want to hear that shit.
Right.
They want to know if you want to lap dance or if you want to go in the boom boom room, as you say. Now, understand, not all females are dirty dogs, stupid dumb broads. There's actually lawyers that's doing. You know what I mean? There's actually teachers that's secretly.
Facts.
I found out. I talked to them. They're like, yeah, man, Epps, don't post me on no flyer. Don't put me in no pictures, because I do this on the side. And I be like, you know what? And I respect them even more, because if I see something foul, I'm gonna be like, yo, do me a favor. Get away from that guy. He's bad news for your business or what you're trying to do, or you know what I mean? Now for all the girls that have motives and bad intentions, they'll take you to the boom boom room. They'll know that you're fucked up. They'll secretly slide their fingers in your pocket. Take your wallet. Take your wallet. Take the last couple of dollars you had in that pocket. Put something in your drink, because you're in the boom boom room. Nobody's watching. So those boom boom rooms could be very dangerous. You know what I mean? A girl may not even have that motive. She just loves to party. Might bring some cocaine back there with you. Might make you
Worse,
do it.
Miami, you already know.
Yeah, there's just so many different situations, scenarios that I've seen myself. So, these are the things that could happen in the boom boom room, whether it's a good female or a bad female. Whether
Let me
you're
ask
a $5 Corona guy or you're a bottle spender. And the bottle spenders will more likely know. They're more likely see that shit. You know what I mean? Before the regular Joe Schmo.
Let me ask you this real quick. How does that? Okay, boom. So now we talk about the red pill.
Hold on, let me just that real quick. Shout out to Solo TV. DeMarco. He says, salute to Afi. Super consistent work ethic. Please, peace to the channel. Yeah, bro. I'm not fucking around since I got my channel back. I go live every single day, and sometimes 2 days, and sometimes 3-4 shows. So I'm definitely trying to hit that algorithm, bro. Can y'all hear me good? Because that construction should be loud as fuck. So I might have to start doing it.
Honestly, I got the headphones. I don't really hear the construction. You sound clear, so you good.
Yeah, I got the patio joint. They took the patio joint off, so they down there. It's just hella fucking loud, bro.
Nah, all good. Nah, yo. So my bad, Fee. So
you hear me good?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you good. So Epps said that. So what we talk about. So even though Afi and I don't necessarily subscribe to the red pill, You know, a lot of people had this perception of what you see, Epps, what you've said, what you just described. Now, let me ask you.
I'm sorry. Subscribe to the red pill, meaning the page.
No. Can you hear? No, I said that all Afi's audience, right? This his platform,
Yes.
pretty much.
Okay,
there
got
is
you. I understand what you're
okay.
saying.
So basically, what I'm trying to say is that I have two questions for you, Epps. And again, aside from you being in a long-term commitment, has your perception changed of women based on what you see behind the curtain? Number one, and number two, based on that reality, what could you say to men that feel that, based on the perception that you're describing, that there's no hope for them and there's no other bitches out there and they all for the streets? Because most men want women. Let's not get it twisted. We're better together when we work together. So two questions. How do you feel? What is your perception about what is going on in the dating field based on the clubs? And what can you tell men that are scared to look for a woman based on what you know? That was long.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I might have a long answer for the first one, so you may have to remind me about the second question. But the first question is that after
Your
that
perception.
after what happened to me, my perception is that, and I don't mean to disrespect no females out there, but
All good.
and I'm not gay, but I'm not fucking with y'all females. I'm not fucking with y'all because this era showed me that most women have no motivation to go get that bag, no motivation to have a happy family, no motivation to be a better person, even take your business and take it to the high extent that you can possibly can. You know, women are out there having too much fun and being reckless. Whether you're driving drunk, whether you out there drugging men, whether you out there not understanding men when men are out here understanding women. Like, I think women are just, I know
that's a good one.
about. Yeah,
that's a good one.
I'll say it again. Are we out here understanding women when women are not out here understanding us men?
Boom. And it's not because they can't. They don't want to. That was fire.
They
don't want to. And like you just said, your
to.
perception is basically women want to be, and Afi said this too, women want to be given everything. They don't want to work towards or earn anything. So because you're a man, you're supposed to provide a happy life. Because you're a man and you work, you're supposed to provide money. But what Epps just fucking said, I'm going to say it for the third time, these platforms, what Afi's doing, and what we're trying to do is convey and make men understand women. But unfortunately, women are not taking the route to understand men. Women want to be more confident and certain in what they think they know versus what they need to know when dealing with a man. You know what I'm saying? So that's excellent. But let me ask you this: the second part. Let me remind you of the second part question. What can you tell guys? Because there's a lot of guys that Afi coaches that want to be with a woman. They just don't know how. They don't know what to do. And there are some truths to what you said, even though it don't apply to all women. What you said reflects the majority of women today. What can you say to a young guy, an old guy who typically goes to Afi for coaching? What can you tell them about what they can do to navigate better in the dating market? You know what I'm saying? From what you know.
You want me to give dating advice?
No, not dating advice. I'm just saying, like, because listen, you're the anomaly. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people want to know what's going on. So how can they maneuver with us knowing the truth? How do I get with a broad and have a long-term relationship?
Well, one thing I could say is stop looking in the strip clubs for broads because they're not there.
And stop looking on Instagram for broads too. Instagram is for the smashes, bro. Y'all don't look on Instagram trying to find girlfriends, bro, because everybody's trying to find the same girl you trying to find on Instagram. Everybody's trying to find the same chick you trying to find, bro. So, why would you put yourself in that situation?
So I find myself, I do that strip club. And trust me, you'll find me either outside of the club making that money or in the corner making that money. But you need to change with the world. You need to change with this what's going on with this pandemic era. If Miami, for instance, we don't have no more clubs. AV, you've been here as long as I've been. You know about the Cafe Iguanas, the Bermudas, the Sugar Shacks, the Fat Black Pussycats. These are all normal clubs with dance floors, you know what I mean? And you have a great time. Alfie, we don't have that no more. Every club, every last club is a strip club. So guess what, man? You're gonna go to a strip club, or are you gonna have to do something like go to a bar or a lounge and go have, you know, a couple of drinks? A lot of people don't want to go to a bar and lounge. They want to go turn up. I don't want to turn up no more.
Me neither. I don't do clubs no more. I be doing the bars, and well, I ain't been doing shit now, obviously, but you know.
Same here, Afi. Like right before the pandemic, I didn't want to do the clubs no more.
When I stopped drinking, it wasn't interesting no more. You know, it took me going to the club sober a few times. Like, this shit ain't as fly as it seemed when you drunk. It seemed super fly. When you in there, cats are stepping on my feet. Some of these hoes is musty. Like, it's not as
Yo, it's true, and that's what we saying. You see, look, notice you got 3 OGs here. First things first. Again, it ain't fly no more, and that's what you want to know. We like to have fun. Epps is still a fun dude. I'm a fun dude. Afi's a fun dude. If we got to go to a club, Afi come to Cali, to Miami, or we fly up to Cali, we gonna have some fun. But the definition of fun is different. Right now, what's fun for us and for men typically is to make money, to build an empire, have the freedom to do what the fuck you want. Because trust me, network, make money, build things, and the women are gonna follow. We all know that. That's why you're a target. So let me ask you this, Epps. Status. You a high value man in people's eyes. Nobody know what you're doing, but the perception. How can a normal dude with no status, does he have a shot out there? You know what I mean? With the broads and shit at a lounge, do you think, or only the men with high status are the ones that are only ones that are you know, with women? From what you see, and what you know.
From what I see, and even hearing conversations with the single women that are friends with my wife,
right.
It has to be status. It's all about status. This person needs to have this much money. This person needs to be, you know, dressed this certain way. This person needs to, you know what I mean? It's all status.
But let me ask you this. I didn't mean to cut you off. Let me ask you this though. Those people, you ain't got to name no names, overhearing conversations. Are they in a position? Do they have the nerve, or do they have the right to ask all of those expectations? Are they attractive? Are they single mothers? Do they have kids? Are they broke? So they have these. So because what happens is a lot of these people, these real women, want all these expectations in men, but they have broken homes. They have more than one kid. They're overweight. They make $35,000 a year. They drive a piece of shit car, but yet they want a man to have all of this. Do you find that to be true from what you know and hear?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the teachable moment. The teachable moment for everyone who's listening is men need to understand what you're up against as far as the woman's psyche, and no, don't get your heart broken. Don't get spun around by a woman who has all these expectations, making you run on the hamster wheel to try to achieve these expectations for someone who has no right to ask for those expectations. You know what I'm saying?
It's no different from what I mentioned, what I went through. Now, that person did that to me. What do you think she was expecting? She did it because of my status. She was expecting money. Or she wants to be in Claudia's position. I don't know where she thought that was going to happen. That was never going to happen. Right. Yeah, you know what I mean? These girls have a way of thinking. Like a normal guy that works a 9 to 5, that doesn't have a high profile. I notice girls overlook those type of guys. You know what I mean?
I'm hella frugal, bro. You cats won't know how much money I got until I have $1 million. I can right now. I'll tell y'all niggas a secret. I could be sitting on like 765,000 right now. Until I get $1 million, I'm broke.
Facts.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, some people look at me like that too. You know what I mean? And it's fucked up. it's real fucked up. And I'll be like, okay, for instance, you see the guy behind, you see that plaque behind me with this guy, Khaled?
Yeah.
You know, I've done it as long as he has done it. But there's people also wondering how come I don't have that type of money like him? Like, that doesn't bother me. As long as I'm still relevant, I'm still getting money and I'm looking fly as fuck with a regular t-shirt, I'm good. Why do I need to fucking have so much money? Why do I need to show that to the gram? Why do I need to you know, show women that to get a pull? Now, you know, fine. Me and my wife, we're going through something, and I'm out here shopping for a luxury car for her, but that's my choice. That's my choice.
20 years. That, you know what? One thing that I'll be hating when cats be asking me, and see, the thing is, I pride myself on being the realest on YouTube, because the reason why is because people, this is what I say, DJ Epps. If somebody asks me a question and I always got to answer, I'm full of shit. You feel what I'm saying? Because like dudes be like, oh, how do I start a rotation? Nigga, I don't know, bro. We gotta have a conversation. I don't know how your voice sound. I don't know how you walk. I don't know how you talk. I don't know what you good at. Like, it's not me trying to sell the concept. Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I see, look like this. I could look like a stud. Like, say this is my profile pic. I'm looking like a stud and shit. Let me match this. I'm stud or whatever. And then I look like a stud. And then when I meet up with the chicks, I talk like this. And then I'm not needing shit. Like, I need to know certain things, bro, other than just what you asking me. Like, you guys ask for relationship advice. Like, if you're trying to get a girlfriend, if you're trying to build a rotation, if you're trying to smash, that's 3 different sets of advice. But y'all just ask, yeah, how do I get more? I don't know, bro. Like, what's more to you? To you, 10 bodies is a lot. To me, that's not it. Just so it's subjective, and you guys kind of be bland with questions. And it's like, dude, like, what are you trying to do? Like, I had a consultation with my dude one day, a few days ago, and I was laughing at him. I'm like, he was like, man, I like this girl, and you know, she did this and she did that. I'm like, bro, are you trying to like get a girlfriend? Or are you trying to smash new chicks? Because you acting like you searching for the one by you asking me, like, if she got a kid and you just smashing her, what difference do it make? Like, are you vetting? You're trying to smash chicks, but then you're vetting for girlfriends at the same time, bro. Like,
and that luggage is in the way. You just said it.
Mm-hmm. I hear an echo. But yo, check this. Let me break this shit down for the audience and shit. So Epps said we going through some shit, but I'm grinding and shit. I'm gonna buy her a luxury car. He said, what was the most important thing in that statement? It's my choice. Epps said, what people lower level thinkers, hey, how come you don't have as much money as him or status? I'm working on it. I don't need that to be who I am. Epps knows who he is. That is a true testament of a man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, just like Afi said, if you don't know yourself, you're going to ask 4 different questions on 4 different sides of the fucking world. The questions are not going to be congruent. You are mad about a chick. First, your question is you want to have a rotation of bitches. Then you talking to Afi about how come this girl's doing this. Are you trying to have a rotation that smash multiple bitches? Or do you want to settle down? So this is what it is. When a man knows himself, people are going to try to take you off your square, Epps, Afi, and everyone who's listening. But we're not moving. We're like a tree. The tree is steady and we're growing and we're branching out. We're networking. So if Epps wants to buy his girl a car, he gonna buy her car. Why? Because it's his choice. Men make choices and they stand by their choices. If you don't know yourself, you're gonna make a dumb choice. Now, life, we all make mistakes and we learn from our choices. But it's important that when you do make a choice, you stick to it. And if it has a favorable outcome, great. If it doesn't, you learn from it and you'll move on.
Hey, Alpha Brick, you didn't how to get over an ex. I literally made a video yesterday. You didn't see that one? That was literally my last video that I made. You didn't see that, Alpha Brick? I just made that video, bro. What did my man Unique say real quick?
Be proud of your success because you built it with your own hands. Facts.
Yeah.
Everything you see on Epps built it. Go ahead, Epps. Talk to me.
Hey, hold on, real quick. Alpha Villain, did you see that show I did last night?
Yeah, with LDA?
Yeah.
I saw a little bit, but I fell asleep. Nigga.
Hey,
You know
them
I'm old.
dudes on Clubhouse tried to crucify me yesterday, bro.
Yo, I heard. Yeah. So
I came in red. They was like 80 deep on my ass, bro. I said some shit about women can't be alpha. Oh,
yes,
dudes was caping, bro. Like,
yo,
it's all about love. I'm like, wait a minute, bro. I thought y'all was some players. Y'all got these player ass avatars. Y'all got these bigger capes, though.
Nigga, yo, get me, you, RPT, our squad, nigga. Let's go, nigga. You already know what it is.
Yeah, you got that Clubhouse is a mess, bro. Them women in there was on my head. Oh my God, you're so disrespectful. Oh. And then I just started trolling. It became funny. I didn't come there to troll. I just started trolling their ass and just say, yeah, shut up.
I thought about that too, because I told AV, I said, AV, I think you're gonna have to get a Clubhouse account and start trying to do this. But at the same time, I thought to myself, I'm like, AV's gonna get I don't want to say chewed out, but he's gonna get attacked. So
no doubt. No doubt. And you know,
I saw Lawrence D. Adams. I was on mute laughing and shit. Like, watch this shit, nigga. I'm fucking.
That's why, yo,
I be telling y'all, I be fake mad. Hold on. I be fake mad. You dudes do not be pissing me off for real. I've only got mad on YouTube for real 2 times. One was some cat that don't even make videos. That's the ghostwriter. Yeah, I don't be mad for real. Y'all be thinking y'all get under my skin. I just want to fuck with y'all just because y'all want to. So I'm gonna make it seem like you did, and then tell you that you didn't at the end.
I need to take a chapter out of that book right there, boy.
Word. Nah, yo, you know what Epps said though? Epps said some shit. He said, "Yo, AV, you to get on Clubhouse and shit, but you about to get chewed out." This is what we talking about. Afi almost got jumped on Clubhouse by 80 niggas talking about what we talk about. Epps is talking about shit that goes on behind the curtain that the clubs don't want you to know. You get to a status, you're gonna get attacked, but we got each other's back, and this is the community I'm trying to build, bro. Niggas that know what as you elevate, you're gonna have more shade thrown at you. But as a man, this is important to know that it's okay. It's to be expected, and we're not stopping. We said it. We are not stopping. So at the end of the day, when we were talking about the circle back, Epps was saying that he knows that a lot of women have this delusional criteria to meet for men that they have no business asking for. So what I say to men is make sure that you understand that what they're projecting and what they require of you, if you cannot achieve it right now, don't get distracted by your goals. Make sure that you have a vision for yourself, a life that you're building for yourself. And that way, once it's established, that person, you'll see whether or not that person is worthy of coming into your life. But women have a delusion, and you cannot rely on what they expect from you. You just have to do what you want. And if they want to build with you, they will.
Shout out to Explode for the super chat. Shout out especially Explode. I've been seeing it in you in my chat, in my comments since 2018. So shout out to you, bro. Can you talk about meeting women for people who stutter? That's a sometimes they auto reject me all because they think I'm not confident when I actually am. You got to practice talking to the mirror, bro, without around women and getting your games. It's just like this. Put it like this. Okay, so look, boom. Say I want to be a wrestler. Perfect example. So if I want to be a WWE wrestler, people don't understand. It's not about the technical wrestling skills. You have to have charisma and mouthpiece to get over. Getting over is a term for wrestling, like get the people to like you. So if I say I put somebody over, that means I put them in position. So what they're going to do is they're going to put you in promo class. Promo, when you cut a promo, that means like, yeah, I'm going to beat your ass Saturday night. That's a promo. Meet me at the Coliseum. I'm going to beat your ass, and I'm going to take your girl, and I'm going to take the championship belt. Like, that's a promo. So they're going to teach you how to do that. So you can be a self-teacher to yourself. That's how you handle it, bro. You
look at yourself in the mirror. Yeah.
Let me piggyback on that, Afi. I got 2 things to say. First things first, as far as stuttering is concerned, you may want to see a speech pathologist or a speech therapist. Real talk. Is this a real deal? And you know what? One easy tip, because I know I speak fast, try to slow down. Slow down when you speak, number one. And when you're trying to go to if you at a club and shit and you got to speak loud and fast, that may be the wrong place to meet somebody. So you may want to, if you at Target and shit, you in the street, you see somebody you like, speak slowly. You know what I mean? But what Afi is saying, you have to be engaging. Mouthpiece is the most important thing, but you have to have swag with it. You have to be a performer. You have to have charisma. Those things can be developed. Like Epps got the hottest show on Instagram Monday through Friday. A lot of DJs, a lot of secret watchers like Afi take Afi's blueprint and his game to try to do it on their channels, but they can't mimic it. Why? Because they don't have Afi's source. A lot of secret DJs are listening to Epps' shit and they can't mimic or get his numbers. Why? Because they not Epps. Epps is spinning. Everybody got access to Epps' music, but not everybody could spin it like Epps. So his presence, his charisma, his source is what makes people drawn to him. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if you stutter, if you're short, if you're black, if you're white, if you're balding, there's a way around those things. You have to highlight what you're good at, capitalize on that, and any deficiencies that you do have, work on it, invest in it, and so that way you can be the best version of yourself.
Right. I would also tell you, bro, real quick, go to my Instagram, bro, and go to my link. You hear me, bro? I'm talking to you.
Yeah,
I'm
good.
talking about it in the chat. Go to my Instagram and click on the International Afi podcast on Spotify because it's different from YouTube. So with this podcast, let me see if I can pull it up. I'm putting it in the chat. So the difference between this is I have live conversations with women and white women, black women, Asian, all types of women. But after you hear the conversation, I break down the game and interludes. I gotta do another. I stopped doing them because they don't push it. It's just like you put your shit out there, but they don't push.
We gonna push it. We pushing it.
Yeah, I don't really like that because some of them drops be fired up, and you just put it, and they just all right. Whoever could see it. So and then have a goal of your conversation. So instead of trying to figure out what to say when you in front of her, know what you're gonna say before you approach her.
Yeah, and have that confidence and on steroids. Like don't be shy with it, man. Don't be shy with it. And guys, I'm very new to Alpha Villain. So is there or is there not a meaning, a such thing as alpha women?
Hell no, bro.
I'm new to this. I'm learning.
Y'all ain't no alpha women. Y'all want to take the term alpha because y'all don't want us to have nothing. There are dominant women, but that's not alpha. It's different. Take everything we do. Y'all got your own shit. Y'all have the babies. We make the babies. Like we ain't the same. Okay. So quit trying to swagger jack everything a man do. A woman want to be to have the same thing. No, bro.
Boom.
Yo, boom. Yo, Afi. Yo, listen. Afi just ghost game. Listen. Afi said, y'all hold our babies. We put our babies in you. You hold it for us for 9 months. You deliver the baby. We put the life in you. Listen, and I say that with love. It's not derogatory. They are only alphas. Men are alphas when they embrace their masculinity. Alfie said there are dominant women. There are women who are worthy to be called a queen because they're dominant and they're dominant in their roles as far as nurturing, making the house a home, etc. But at the end of the day, what we promote here, based on the conversations that Epps hears, based on what he sees, based on the shit that Afi hears on his consulting, based on the life experiences that I have, that men need to understand what is going on around them and maneuver accordingly so that way you can make sure that you can have the best outcome, because men are alpha when they embrace their masculinity, and they're going to try to shut you down for it. But outlets like this will allow you to know that it's okay to be a man.
This is what you need to go to, bro. That International Afi Kingdom podcast, bro. That's where you get the conversation game. Just go to my link tree. And yeah, shout out to Command for Confidence, but damn, it's loud outside. That's getting on my nerves. $5 super chat. He said, great show. Check me out tonight with Afi Mac. Yeah, we're going to be on at 6. So make sure y'all subscribe to this channel, Command with Confidence.
Bet. Salute, Command. Thank you.
Don't worry about it, man. All this money I see you getting, Afi, we're going to get you to the suburb. You're going to have quiet. You're going to have peace.
Yeah, see, a lot of you red pill guys, y'all can't cross over like me. So y'all can't go to the suburbs and get a handshake and shit like me. Right? They gonna see when I go to all these places, they don't look at me like no nigga. They like, this guy's a fresh. I want to talk to him. So y'all can only talk it. Y'all can talk it to y'all people, but y'all can't talk it to everybody else. And that's the difference.
Yo, you just said something crazy. Not crazy, but you know how I talk. Afi just said a lot of you niggas can't cross over. What did Afi just say? I'm going to break it down. Afi said, when they see me in the suburbs, they don't look at me as a nigger. You know why they don't look at Afi as a nigger with an R? Because Afi doesn't see himself or identify himself as that. Afi identifies himself as who the fuck he wants to be. Yo, I grew up in Long Island, B. You know what I mean? In the suburbs, we were the only black family in Long Island, Suffolk County, all Italians, B. So I see myself now. I decide to be a black man and carry myself as such, but that was my choice. So as a man, it's your choice. People are going to perceive you how they want to perceive you, but the only way you can cross over is by being who you want to be and not seeing yourself how people see you, making them see you how you want to be seen.
Facts.
You muted.
Facts.
This the last one because I got to get to work, and I like to say, good job, baby, with this because we hearing it from a female. No offense, no offense taken. Let me take you on a date to Clubhouse so you can come over there and be my Robin. You want to come over there and be my sidekick, baby? We can go over there and do it together and hold hands, and we can go confront these people, and you can tell them the real. She said, "No offense, but a stud is not an alpha; it's still a female." Last words.
Listen. You know what? We appreciate everyone. The clock is running. We definitely gonna address that. Come check us out. You know what I'm saying? Every Thursday. Afi does this shit every morning. Come check me out, man. I appreciate you. Can follow me on Alpha Villains on Instagram. I got a YouTube channel too with some of this content at Alpha Villains. Mm-hmm. That's a debatable conversation. That's something that we can talk about.
Hey, let's make that the next one next week, Alpha Villains, and let's try to bring some females in to talk about it.
Beautiful. Yo, that's it. That's it.
That's what we do. Let's do a panel with chicks, bro.
Oh, it's gonna be so stupid. We're gonna start marketing that shit right now. So we appreciate you, yo. Go ahead, Epps, what's your word? What's your last words, my G?
My last words is, man, first of all, I just want to say thank you for putting me on this platform to talk with you guys and speak my mind and a little therapy and all that and promote myself.
And just to let you know, bro, just real quick, like put your stuff in the chat and I'm gonna give you a mod and slide through, bro. Like what I'm saying is we doing an interview, but we fam, so it's not like a one and done. You can slide through. I do open panels and shit, so it ain't like so you just when I'm rocking it.
Trust me, I
make sure you hit that subscribe and hit that bell, and then we
trust me. I'm definitely.
I might do one tonight.
Right
I feel like talking some more shit. I ain't done. I got more shit I want. That might even be tonight. Shit, a prelude because I want to touch that. I just got to
let me know.
Make some money. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
2 times. But go ahead, DJ Epps. Go your last words.
I'm gonna definitely do that, man.
I just interviewed.
Oh no! I was letting everybody know that I appreciate the time and everything.
Alpha Brick, he be trolling, bro. First he asked about the ex, and I made the video yesterday. Now he asked me to interview with females. I literally interviewed one yesterday. You trolling me, bro.
Yo, Epps, real quick, where can they find you on Instagram? Yo, Epps, where can they find you on Instagram, B? Instagram
at DJ Epps, at DJ EPPS. If you know Omar Epps, you know Mike Epps. Now you know DJ Epps. 10 o'clock Eastern time, Monday to Friday. The hottest show. On the gram and now gonna be all over social media. DJ Epps and friends and Afi, I would love to bring you one day to come pass by and have a politic and
just shoot me a DM
with my viewers.
A brother worked from the computer,
we're gonna do that.
I can make that shit happen easy.
That's what it is. That's what I'm talking about, man. Network. That's what it is.
Yep, and I'll send you my book too. I'm gonna send you a book. So for me, make sure y'all get my 5 books. I got the 6th book coming for y'all, the greatest hits one. And you guys can't bite that. Why? Because y'all gotta have 5 books to make greatest hits. You can't do the greatest hits with only 2. You gotta have 3, 4, and 5 to do it like how I'm doing it. So don't even try to copy that. You gotta get.
I gotta talk to you and Coach, man. Y'all gotta show me how to make a book. Like that's very impressive. That's dope.
Here, just shoot me a DM. I'll give you the game later on today. I get off at 3.
Dope. For sure.
See, it ain't always hard. Damn, today, let's do it. Fuck it. That's easy. All right, y'all. We'll see y'all later. A brother got to go work with these kids and yell at some people.
All right, man. Peace. Thanks, y'all. Peace.
Y'all.